okay, how do these things gonna sell? What is gonna do? So this is unanswered question in my mind. Whoever is watching this, you guys can comment on this and advise me. Like the home of $7 million, sitting on the property, sitting on the market, and how to sell this. Like traffic is to sell it. Okay, sure. So then we have to have open house. People can come there, but it's such a likelihood. It's such a moment. It needs to be just into the match of a person who is able to afford this, and it needs to be also, let's say, like a perfect design match. So I asked the agent, I said, how many people you've had today? He goes, I had 5 people who came in. So the guy was quite private, which we respect, it's fine. Like some, it's my second one, but I noticed comparing to the previous one, this person was more private than the other. And I understand a lot of liability, compliance, disclosures, non-disclosures. So, but anyway, I just heard that. So I wonder if anybody was really interested in follow-up work or anything like this. It would be great to know. I'm thinking, how can you influence the sale? How can you truly sell this thing? Or how I would say the question is, for those who are watching, for those who are seasoned real estate expert, agent, how do you get to sell this thing? So for example, like in the store, you bring traffic, and people come in and watch it, and then they buy products on the shelves which have value to them, to the buyer, to the consumer. So how do you sell this thing? Do you want to advertise this on social media all the time, pour traffic through on a listing through internet? How are you going to do this? That's what's interesting to know for me as a new potential real estate agent of tomorrow. So if anybody could guide me on this, I would sincerely appreciate it. And when I have an answer myself, because I'm starting in the industry, I will share with everybody else my observations, because I'm coming from the background of very strong, let's say, sales, B2C sales, when I'm selling a product or service to the consumer directly. So my first thing in my mind, I'm thinking, all right, how are we gonna get to sell this? And not just to sell it just to get into the hands of a person and say, hey, take it and give it the money. No, how are we gonna match the interest and the value? Because there's so many people, there's so many houses, right? And it needs to be a perfect match. It needs to be a match of a budget, match of an interest, and match of the location, let's say, because not everybody wants to live by the water, or not everybody wants to live in a more rural area where I'm living right now. We have a beautiful home and everything's fine with that. So anyway, whoever can answer this question, to me and give me some piece of advice and comment, I would love to see that. I would like to hear that, because it's truly, it's here. I don't know how we're gonna sell. If you're gonna get me to sell tomorrow this $7 million home, how would I do this? What would be the key 3 things I should focus on, to get this job done, for example, or just to turn it around, for the client, So, all right, I'll hear your comments on that.